Going live.
Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold to the hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place. Or get smacked down, play it safe, what you talking about?
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how you doing?
What's up, man? Just here on this glorious Sunday. How you doing?
Pretty good. Ready to talk some wrestling, as they say. RASSLIN.
It's wrestling.
You watch anything this past week?
I finally, so I got behind when I went to Tulsa a couple weeks ago. Now I've been catching up with, like, I've been always a little bit behind until finally this morning. Because I was always behind in TNA. I finally caught up with all the TNA this morning. Yeah, there's a lot. And then Collision last night, and I had to watch the UFC for Haymaker. It was a lot, but finally caught up with everything.
You're doing better than me because I haven't got to watch TNA yet.
Oh yeah, Rebellion is the thing that killed me. If they didn't have Rebellion, it would have been so hard to catch up. But I caught up with Impact this weekend, Rebellion this morning.
Danny Luna's last appearance with TNA was this past week.
Yeah, so you didn't see Impact either?
No, I haven't seen any TNA yet.
Well, let's just say she went out the traditional way.
I wouldn't see it any other way. That's probably why she left. She probably lost and went to the back and was like, I'm fucking out of here.
But yeah, man. What you have anything interesting going on this weekend outside of wrestling?
I went to the Braves game Friday night. First game of the year. Yeah. We were gonna go anyway because they were giving away the new City Connect Dale Murphy jerseys. So I was like, let me get like some cheap tickets and just get in the building and see if we can get the jerseys. And then my boss's boss put in the manager group chat, like, hey, anybody want tickets to the game Friday? And I knew they were going to be better than the tickets I had. So I was like, shit, I do. So I ended up getting really good seats to the Braves game. And Thursday we were sitting at dinner and I was like, I should probably sell those other tickets I got, like the ones I bought, because the game was selling out. Like, everybody wanted this fucking giveaway. So I paid $25 for those tickets and I put them back online for like $60 each, and they fucking sold while we were sitting at dinner. And
so you didn't end up going? Oh no, the original tickets that you got.
Yeah, I sold the original tickets for like almost 3 times as much as I paid for them. And that deposit just hit this morning. As a matter of fact, I just saw that email that it went through. So that was cool. We sat in like the 100 section. We both got the free jersey. My girlfriend she almost caught a t-shirt that they threw up in the air, but she dropped it. But the guy behind us was a Cleveland fan, and he was like, here, y'all can have this. So we got a free t-shirt out of it. It was a fun game. We scored like 6 runs in one inning after Cleveland was beating our ass most of the game. Acuna homered. Then another guy got on base, and then Olsen homered right behind him. Fucking batted around. The whole team hit. 10 batters went up, which was fun. So they blew the doors off, and then we went home.
That's what's up. Are the Braves any good this year? I know the season just started.
They're 9-6 right now. They won Friday to put them at 9-5, and then they got smoked last night like 3-0. So they're all right. They're everybody's just kind of finding their way right now.
Yeah, I feel like it was so long ago, even though it wasn't that long ago. That World Series was 2021.
Yeah, it was. It feels like it feels like it was just recently, but yeah, it was fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah, I always remember, because that's the closest team to South Carolina. It's a lot of Braves fan, and that's where the TV, like, the local TV or Braves games. I just remember those teams in the 90s with Chipper Jones, and who else was on there? Dion was on there for a little while. Was Andrew Jones on there too?
Andrew Jones, Chipper Jones, David Justice had a run there. Glavin, Smoltz.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of Braves fans back home.
Javi Lopez.
I'm surprised North Carolina never got like a MLB team. I feel like the Braves cover like a whole lot of area down south. Any other teams. And then you got those random Florida teams down there, Tampa and Miami and whatnot. But
I feel like the craziest stat ever is like, so we were sitting at the game and Tabitha's looking up at the banners and she's like, they're missing a couple years. She's just thinking that they were years going. And I was like, no, every color for the flag that they got is a year they won something. And the blue meant they won the division that year. And it was like 18 straight years they won the division. One World Series. And in that time that they won the division, the Florida Marlins won 2 World Series in the same division.
That's crazy. Like, the Marlins were like an expansion team, like in 95 or something. They won the World Series like a year. So you don't see that a lot, but you've seen it with the Vegas Knights did it pretty recently. As far as like being an expansion team and then winning.
They went to the fucking Stanley Cup their first year, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. And then the next year they won it, I want to say. Guessing this whole expansion thing works. We'll see what happens when the NBA does it in 2 seasons.
Who was the pitcher that the Marlins used to have? The black dude that used to have that weird kick. Willis?
I can't. That's beyond my pay grade. I can't remember that long.
I can't remember if he was black or if he was Dominican, but he was. It
could have been.
He had like a high. He had like a high kick on his pitch. He was really good. He was like real hit or miss though when he pitched. Like he could shut you out or you get like 8 homers against him. I want to think his name was Dontrell Willis. I could just be making that up.
I doubt you're making it up, but yeah. My pitcher knowledge, is a little fuzzy from back in those days. Dontrell Willis.
Dontrell Willis, American pitcher.
That's him?
He's 44 years old right now.
Damn.
They've got pictures of him playing for the Expos and the Colorado Rockies. No, that's the Marlins. Yeah, he played for the Marlins.
Seems like he's 44. That's not that old. It seems like the Expos been away for a while. It'd be like they were the national. I guess Nationals came around in 2005ish. Yeah, so yeah. I guess he'd be around that range, but Expos were starting to wind down and move to Washington and whatnot. But
yeah,
shout out to him.
On today's docket for everybody listening in the future and everybody that'll be coming in and out live, we'll talk a little bit about what took place this week, but basically because I'll be in Vegas for Wrestlemania next week, we won't have a show. We will have another show posted later this week with an interview that we're gonna do tomorrow with ROH Women's Television Champion Red Velvet. So look for that later on in the week. We'll post later, and today we'll just be predicting AEW Dynasty, which takes place tonight, and both nights of WrestleMania next week, and we'll talk a little bit of the shit that took place this past week. So let's get into it, EJ.
Yeah, let's get into it. Where do you want to start off?
We can start on Monday because a lot of talk has been going on about CM Punk's promo on Monday, and I just have one word. It's fake.
That? What do you mean it's fake?
Fake. Fugazi. Phony.
We all know you clearly have a Punk bias.
It's no different than the pipe bomb. Like, they told him what to say. You really think he went out and said, lower the ticket prices against his bosses, and then a couple days later they actually lowered the ticket prices? You think he's got that much juice?
I mean, who really does have the juice like that? But with that being said, like, then who's coming off? Who's shooting off the hip? Who's coming off the cuff? If that's the problem, that
Nobody.
all right, then. So why can't it just be good within the wrestling realm? Why does it always have to be like breaking the fourth wall and ooh?
Because he tries to make it seem like he is, but he's not. That's my problem with it. He's trying to make it seem like he's going against the grain when he's not. He's trying to make it seem like he's keeping it outside of wrestling, but he's not. Like it's all in the realm of it. Why can't you just be a wrestler and use a fucking storyline? Why you got to use all this outside shit? We don't, like I said last week, as a fan, I don't give a fuck about how much money y'all are making and how many tickets y'all are selling. Entertain me when I turn the TV on. I don't want to hear you bitching about we haven't sold enough tickets and the ticket prices and all this other bullshit. I want to know why you want to fight Roman Reigns and why you want to keep the belt at WrestleMania. I don't need any of that other bullshit.
I think he was just responding. That part of it was Fluid said Punk has been on his best behavior since coming back to WWE. I mean, as he should.
He ain't really got a choice.
Yeah, he's on a short lease.
Where else he gonna go? CMLL?
Go to TNA.
AAA? How good is the Spanish?
You go to TNA, they got an extra spot, you know.
TNA is connected with WWE.
That is true. Yeah, go to New Japan.
Yeah, they'll whoop his ass in New Japan. He get out of line. They don't play that shit over there. Which motherfucker would complain about my booking? Gato whoop his motherfucking ass.
That's funny. But yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's like a part of his gimmick is, you know, being edgy. So I mean, he's got to do it within the fines of the bullet points that they gave him. I thought it was a good promo. I enjoyed it.
It's also hypocritical, you know. I don't need a wise man like Roman Reigns. Newsflash, dickhead. When you did your title reign that you brag about all the time, you literally had Paul Heyman with you the whole fucking time. You literally walked around with a t-shirt on that says, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. But now you're saying, I didn't need a wise man to do my title run. Like, he just says shit. Like,
I'm about to say that part was a head scratcher. I'm like, weren't you with Paul Heyman for a year or so? Back when I wasn't really tuned in, but that's neither here nor there. You know, I mean, I thought it was good, you know, especially drumming it up to this weekend or next weekend's card. I wonder if Roman's going to respond. Roman don't have more dates left, right?
Roman don't need to respond. Just whoop his ass.
I guess we're going to get the predictions later, so I guess I'll just save that for later. But yeah, I thought that was a good way to respond to Pat McAfee, and we didn't have this on the docket, but I mean, when I was watching SmackDown, I'm like, man, what are we doing? This shit is not good.
Right. And that's the other thing. He had no reason to say anything to Pat McAfee. That's not even his storyline. It's about him and Roman. Like, why is he bringing up all this other shit? That's what I mean. Like, I don't want to hear all the backstage stuff, man. Just fucking talk about why you want to beat Roman Reigns.
I mean, yeah, I like it because, you know, it's unexpected. Pat McAfee got some strays, and I feel like he said some. I meant to go rewatch it. I didn't get a chance to rewatch it. I feel like he said some scathing shit about Roman in general, though. Punk is representing Chicago in the wrong way. How's that, Fluid?
Yeah, he was talking shit about Roman's teeth, and
I thought that was
But then he was like, you couldn't make it in football or something like that. When the dude made it to the NFL, but that's when they found out he had cancer. Like,
I didn't know you made it.
Yeah, he got drafted. And when he got drafted and they were running tests and shit like that, they found out he had cancer, man. And it's like,
that's a layup for a Roman. You just talk about a UFC career.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the one time you try to do something athletic, you're like a fucking jackass.
Yeah, that's a layup for Roman if he wants to respond. But yeah, he was talking about the teeth. I thought that was funny. Oh, yeah, your boy Dwayne got some strays too. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he used to be good in Hollywood. Meanwhile, Punk's had a movie go straight to fucking DVD. We don't even make DVDs anymore.
How do you know Punk had a movie?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The guy's a fucking hypocrite, man. He literally talks shit about other people and he can't do any of the shit that they're good at.
feel like somebody else caused some strays with TKO or something like that. Ari, Emmanuel, or no, that was the week before last when he was talking about the dog food and Vince McMahon. Or was that this week? Was that this week when he was talking about the dog?
I think that was this week. He was talking about Vince and Roman and all that.
I thought that was good.
But then, see, okay, there's another hole in that. You're just doing whatever your boss tells you to make you happy. This dude was literally talking shit about them going to Saudi Arabia, and now he gets the fucking check, and he goes and apologizes about all this shit and carries his ass over there and works Saudi Arabia. Like, is that not the same fucking thing?
Yeah. Well, as much as I don't like the Pat McAfee thing, I thought it was a good response by Pat McAfee. Like, look at your bank account. Look at your bank account. You're getting all these checks from TKO.
Right. I don't see you buying anybody's WrestleMania tickets.
Yeah, so that was.
And that's the other thing too. Like, he's constantly talking about how much money he's got. Like, we don't give a fuck. We know you're rich. I got FU money. I walked out and left. You walked out because you're fucking marked for yourself. You were mad because you weren't main event. You're a fucking wrestler. You fucking go out there when they tell you to go out there and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, finally got his wish because he's closing out the whole weekend.
Yeah, on his ass.
And Rucker will be there front row.
Roman's going to beat the dog shit out of him. I love every second of it.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to pick at this point. I guess that'll probably be the last thing we talk about is WrestleMania. But
the McAfee shit was trash too. Like you started to say a second ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. Like I was saying last week, man, I feel bad for Cody. As much as I haven't liked Cody's run the last couple years, like, looking at the totality of it, it's like they just won't let this guy have his own story by himself when it comes to WrestleMania. Like, he just can't have a match one-on-one.
The Travis Scott last year. Yeah, I mean, it was one-on-one when the first Mania 39 with Roman, except the bloodline interference. That was
yeah, that wasn't. But that wasn't a Cody thing. That was more of a Roman thing. Like, Cody wasn't a star yet that he is now. Like, since he's become the main event guy, they haven't really let him shine in the main event of WrestleMania. Like, they always got to interject somebody else. They did it with The Rock. They did it with Travis Scott and The Rock. And now they're doing it with fucking Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee. Like, and the sad thing is the stars are getting smaller. They're not getting bigger. Like, you started with The Rock, and now you're with Jelly Roll. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Jelly Roll stuff kind of baffles me. They had a perfect exit strategy, and they doubled back this week and brought him back in for some reason. Like, he could have got RKO'd and just went off, and they brought him back anyway.
He's trying to be all tough against Nick Aldis and shit. That shit was lame. Don't touch me. I don't work here. Oh, now you don't work here. You've been a fucking fan for 2 months. Now all of a sudden you're a tough guy. You don't work here. Well, get the fuck out. I'm Nick Aldis. I'm like, oh, you don't work here? Security. Get this face tattooed motherfucker out my building.
Yeah. I'm about to say, like, what's the end goal for Jelly Roll? I thought they were working towards him working at Mania. Unless something got, they announce things on social media all the time. Unless something gets announced this week, I don't see anything lined up for him. I thought he would tag up against the Miz and what's his name, Kit Wilson. I don't know, man. I feel like this WrestleMania build has been all over the fucking place. No rhyme or reason for a lot of it, but at the end of the day, people will be watching, including us. You'll be there because it's WrestleMania. This is like literally, you're just basically resting your hat on that this is WrestleMania and fuck you, you gonna watch anyway. I mean, that's the brand that they built, and WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of wrestling. I guess there's some, like, if you equivalent it to football, there's some football Super Bowls that people were like, these matchups are not the most ideal, but we're still gonna watch. I feel like what was it? This past Seahawks versus who the Seahawks played this past Super Bowl?
The Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots are, like a dynasty, but it's in some Super Bowls in recent memory where, like, the Bengals and the Rams, like, were people really hyped up for that?
I mean, but those are real sports, though. Like, WrestleMania, you control what the matchups are.
Yeah, like on paper, but looking at it on paper, it looks like a fine WrestleMania, but just like the build up towards it, it's just been a little weird.
It's your boy Triple H.
But people are blaming TKO. Like people blaming TKO. They're like, this ain't Triple H's fault. People blaming TKO.
It's never Triple H's fault. Didn't we talk about this last year during WrestleMania when it sucked? Oh, we can't blame Triple H just because The Rock got involved and then he didn't show up. It's never Triple H's fault.
So, but okay, two things though. I do blame Triple H because overall he's the one overseeing it. But he do got a factor. But people are focusing on this thing that maybe it's not his fault, but they're like putting it all on this one thing. I don't think he was the one that called Pat McAfee in. Of course, that was a TKO call. But what about all the other stuff surrounding that? That's just one little factor.
Exactly. Jade and Rhea.
Yeah. Jade and Rhea, yeah, everything.
That's trash. The whole women's tag division is awful.
Yeah, it's just been, like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some bangers on there.
Dom and Finn. Like, why would you announce that Finn's coming back as the Demon 2 weeks ahead of time instead of just letting the fucking music hit at WrestleMania and people lose their shit?
Yeah, that's a head scratcher.
Also, why bring the Demon back at WrestleMania in Las Vegas when it's going to be light outside and you're not going to be able to get the arena to go black?
It is inside. Yeah, they can't control it because got the windows that are like have the lights and because I remember this is like one of the WrestleManias where I was starting to dip my toes back in. I went to a party. My friend when I was in Florida for law school invited me to a WrestleMania party. 31 Bray versus Undertaker, and like that didn't give the same effect because they were out there in California and they both couldn't do their entrances in the dark. It was still light outside, and we had to scare
Sting's entrance was in the fucking broad daylight.
Yes, weird to me. But C Fluid said it's giving them WrestleMania 9 vibes. I don't know. Do you agree with that?
I don't know what he means by that. I guess WrestleMania 9 was trash.
It was
the
in
build
Vegas.
leading up to it. I can't remember WrestleMania 9. That was a long time ago. Was that Vegas?
Yeah, that's when Hogan, Terry Bollea came out and hijacked it and Bret
took the belt from Yokozuna after he beat Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that they were having trouble selling seats to WrestleMania 9. That's why they shoehorned Hogan in that tag team match with Brutus and against the Money Incorporated. So maybe that's what he's equivalating to.
They're not having trouble selling seats. They've got 80-something thousand tickets sold. Like, how fucking greedy are these people, man?
They're very greedy. They got shareholders to pay.
They act like they've only sold like 20,000 tickets total. They've sold 80,000 tickets, over 80,000 over 2 nights. Over 2 nights, they've sold over 40,000 tickets for each night. Like,
yeah, that stadium holds, including just this football field, like 70.
But they've only got it set up for like 50,000, I think, with the stage and all that shit. So like, relax. Like, you're fucking 80% of the way sold out for two nights in a city that you already went back to. Like, calm the fuck down.
I mean, that's what it boils down to. Y'all were just in Vegas last year. Ticket prices haven't gone down any, so what do you expect?
You should look at this as a win. Like, that many people are coming back again.
I mean, my black ass ain't gonna be there. I would have been there for New Orleans, but that's besides the point. Y'all made a business decision, and you got to stand on that. Stand on business.
I think, now I'm sitting here thinking, like, man, I bet a lot of people can't wait till next year when they can go back to WrestleMania. Didn't go this year. You got to wait 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, Saudi, unless something goes with this war. I'm hearing that this war's still going on, then it might be somewhere else, but we can't predict the future. Right now, as it stands, like you said, it's not going to be in U.S. soil next year. So you got to wait till 2028, which is crazy.
Man, if it was in New Orleans, we'd be there right now in New Orleans.
Bourbon.
This weekend.
Getting drunk.
Hungover.
Yeah.
Night 1 will be over with. I'd have some beads on. I don't know where they came from. Somewhere drinking a Bloody Mary. Eating at the Cornet at the end of Bourbon Street, looking for some bread pudding. Fucking love New Orleans.
I know they usually wait about a year before they announce like the next venue, but remember during the pandemic, they announced like 3 or 4 years that they were going to do Mania. Why don't they do that again?
Because they don't know now. They're waiting on the people to have them. I mean, look what they did to New Orleans and Indianapolis.
Are they supposed to get one too?
Indianapolis is supposed to have a WrestleMania, and they postponed them when they moved New Orleans back and went back to Vegas. Like, they fucked everybody over. So they can't, like, announce years in advance because they're so money hungry. They're just going to the highest bidder. Like, Indianapolis is supposed to get a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam, and a Royal Rumble in the next, like, I think it was in the next 3 years. They were supposed to get all three of those.
But getting the SummerSlam, wasn't Minneapolis supposed to get stuff too?
Yep, Minnesota was supposed to get something.
Well,
they sure made a lot of promises to a lot of people.
These Midwest cities getting fucked over.
Yeah.
TKO for you.
Yep. Anything else happened of note this week? Liv Morgan and Roxanne, the meeting of the minds. Did you see that shit?
Why do you do that? Like, I feel like that was unnecessary for her.
I don't think they did it on purpose.
They're pros. They know how to protect themselves. I feel like they did it just for effect.
No, I don't think they purposely said, "Hey, go fucking knock y'all's head together and put big ass knots on them."
Oh, they knocked their head. Oh, I thought it was from her getting thrown into the screen.
No, when when Roxy and fucking Liv were sitting there talking, and Stephanie hit Liv, and Liv's head fucking clonked up against Roxanne's head. Roxanne had a big ass knot on her head too.
Okay, so my bad. I thought it was from her going into the screen.
No, you have to go back and watch. Like, you can hear it. Like, that's just like.
So I'm trying to think off the top of my head going into, because the women are well represented on this card, but I'm trying to think what's the best build up. I guess you got to go with your girl Becky and AJ, and I feel like that hasn't been like the highest tier build up.
Becky's kind of carried that. I feel like Liv and Stephanie's been all right. I hadn't been mad at it. They've been like, them motherfuckers don't like each other. They've been like on site every time they see each other. Like, ain't no talking when we in the room together. One way or another, you gonna catch hands or I'm gonna catch hands is how they feud's been. And I like that shit.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it, but yeah, I guess you could probably tie that with Becky and AJ. Because they've been doing like a lot of like it's on site stuff, which is pretty good.
They got like 3 women's matches on Saturday and only 1 on Sunday, which is odd. So unless the rumors are true where they're going to add Io versus Asuka on Sunday, they may have to move some shit around. The word is that they're trying to find out if Nikki Bella is going to be cleared to wrestle. If she's not, then they're going to put the Kabuki Warriors in that tag match. But if Nikki Bella is cleared to wrestle, then Asuka versus Io is going to take place at Mania.
So, okay, but what if they're not cleared and they have to stand in the Kabuki Warriors? Would they add a bonus match like a Danhausen or something?
I don't know. And it's like, what does Io do? Like, she's just out in the cold now.
I think I'm gonna go and say off on a limb and say that I think the Bellas will probably be in there because on SmackDown they were still promoting it like she's gonna be there.
Yeah,
and they did the graphics and whatnot. So,
and it's a multi-person tag match. Like, you can protect her, you can like have her come out there and then get her taken out. Like, if she's still hurt, she can come out, do her entrance, and then she could take a fall or something like that, and they can take her out the back.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I like Nikki better than Brie Seafluid. I think Nikki's definitely the better Bella.
Oh, that's what Seafluid said.
Yeah, he said Nikki can sit this one out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like you said, Stephanie gave the ladies some old school pumpkin heads with Seafluid. That's funny, but Nikki's always been better than Brie. Remember in that SmackDown Live era, right before she was about to leave, I feel like she was cooking in that era.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Let's get to predictions because we got a lot to talk about. We got AEW Dynasty, and we got both nights of WrestleMania. So, if you want to pull up AEW Dynasty, we'll run through that, and because I'm sure there's like 18 matches on that card.
Yeah, I mean, They announced more matches yesterday on Collision. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, like you said, you prefer them being on Saturday night, but when it's not football season, they tend to go back to Sunday. Which makes Monday morning going into work always a drag. But right now they got 12. They got 12 matches announced. 3 on the pre-show. The women are well represented in the pre-show. And kicking it off on the pre-show, we got Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir, and just a straight-up singles match.
Going back to Windsor, I did like their names are fucking escaping. The Death Riders. I love the Death Riders beating the fuck out of Will Ospreay in the back. And then it was like the fucking Avengers shit. Like, they threw him on the ground. They're all standing there. He stands up, and the fucking SUV rolls up. Windsor jumps out. I was like, oh, shit. And then your boys from United Empire come out. And I'm like, oh, EJ was right. He fucking said they were on their way back. And so I thought that was good. I thought them fighting the whole fucking night through was good. But as far as Windsor versus Shafir, I think Windsor's got to win, right? Like, she's a New Japan Strong Women's Champion. Like, Shafir really doesn't need to win.
Yeah, but I feel like the way they ended it on Collision, Marina got pinned, and we know how wrestling tropes go. I'm thinking she was going to get it back, even though I hate 50-50. I think Marina's going to get it back tonight and beat Windsor. But now that I think about it, because I don't want to skip ahead. I don't know if it's going to be a new women's champion. So, yeah, I changed my mind. I think Windsor's still gonna win by hook or by crook. So we both got Windsor. Next up, Jack Perry versus Mark Davis for the AEW National Championship, one of their many mid-card titles. I feel like Davis has been like well represented as far as him going out and having matches, especially with his partner Jake Doyle. He was out. I think that was the plan, was to have them, run roughshod on the tag team division, but since he's been out, Mark Davis has been there putting on solid matches. That being said, I don't see him winning this national championship. I got the former Jungle Boy. I got Jack Perry winning this one.
I mean, you got to look at Jack Perry. He might be trying to join Don Callis' family too.
Why do you think that?
That was all over the show this past week.
Really? I've not been paying attention. I watched the show, but I didn't know they were alluding to Jungle Boy Joey. That's what they were like. Were they trying to lure him into the family?
So what happened was Don Callis had like slipped up and said something, and Tony Schiavone was like, well, this is what you said. And he was like, did I say that? And then they were kind of alluding to it when Perry lost. And they were like, well, maybe he fucking does need to join the fucking Don Callis family. Like, he's losing.
I don't need to see that. They already got 1 million members. He finally got the stench of Punk over him. Fans are actually starting to cheer him again. Why do he need to go back heel? I don't. That doesn't really make sense to me, unless you're losing some members. Like if Fletcher were to go babyface or some other guys, Andrade or somebody, and you need somebody like to fill that void, maybe. But yeah, I don't need to see Jungle Boy back in there. He just got the championship, so I'm stick with the Jungle Boy pick. I don't know who you got.
I'm gonna go with Jungle Boy also.
And the last one, I'm sure that I don't know what the order's gonna be in, but if this is the one that's the last one on the pre-show, you know how they do. They like to have it blend over into the regular pay-per-view. You got Divine Dominion, Lena Cross and Megan Bain versus High and Maya World, a team I've been calling for them to feature more because that was like a pretty big deal as far as like indie wrestlers that got signed. It, had the graphic and whatnot, but it kind of disappeared. Maybe they went on ROH. I haven't even gotten to watch ROH, but I expect Divine Dominion to retain in this one.
Oh, definitely. I got the hot Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that's what you've anointed them. I'm not mad at that. Kick this pay-per-view off though. FTR. Some people call him Ball. FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dak Power. Even only one of them was Ball.
That's the one they're talking about. They're only talking about the one.
Stokely. I thought they might have been talking about Stokely too. Versus Cope and Cage with it. AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Sadly, I think Cope and Cage are gonna win.
This one is hard to pick. Why do you think they're gonna win?
It's in Canada.
I just think they always build up to one of the bigger shows for these title changes. Besides like a Swerve, I think Swerve won the World Championship 2 years ago because I was in the building actually at Dynasty. I just think they got something to build up for with they got the big stadium show in the tennis stadium for Double or Nothing in Queens. I say FTR wins by nefarious means, and it's like a triple threat at Double or Nothing. You throw the Bucks in there. So I'm gonna go with FTR to retain. Next up, I don't think this will be in the order on the pay-per-view, but that's what they got it listed on the site I'm looking at. John Moxley versus Will Ospreay for the AEW Continental Championship. This one might be not as clear-cut and dry to pick on my end. Who you got?
I think Ospreay's winning this one.
And he's gonna get another belt, like on his way to. If you do that, then you gotta. I don't like double championship matches, and I still think he's going to be an all-in. With facing off for the world title all in, so he's got to drop the belt on the way there. I don't want him going in there with that Continental Championship. I'm gonna go with Moxley winning. It's the way things ended. They lost on Dynamite. Their team lost on Dynamite, so I got Moxley.
I mean, we've been calling for this Ospreay winning the title shit for like 3 years now. Like, I'm done like doing my predictions based upon me thinking that he's gonna win at All In.
Well, I'm not. I think he's losing just because they got the upper hand on Dynamite and, like I said, the wrestling tropes. But who knows? I might be wrong. They might not 50-50 because I hate 50-50. So, but I got Mox. Winning. This one is like a sleeper match. This next match, I think it's gonna slap. I like the work that this guy's been doing, and I'm hoping this momentum carries. But I don't see him winning. Andrade El Idolo with Don Callis versus Darby Allin. If Darby wins, he's going to get an AEW World Championship match. But like I said,
what does Andrade get if he wins?
Nothing. A pat on the back.
What the fuck?
A pat on the back. And I gotta be fair. I can't be biased because I said like they were talking about Gunther. They alluding to Gunther facing Brock, and he's got his retirement gimmick. I'm like, what does Brock get out of this if he beat Gunther? So the same thing. Like, what does Andrade get out of this if he beats Darby Allin? So, but I got Darby winning this one.
I got Andrade. I don't think Darby's sniffing the world title anytime soon.
You don't even think he gets a shot at it. So then, if that's
I think he missed his opportunity when he decided to go climb Mount Rushmore.
I don't think he's gonna win it, but I don't see him. I can see him being like somebody MJF beats along the way. So who you got at Double or Nothing for facing the champion?
I ain't thought that far ahead yet.
Okay. I got Darby Allin in this one. I think this next match should be a sleeper too. I think it's gonna be a slap. Tekla, your champion, versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship.
So did you see her interview this week?
Which one?
Where she was threatening the lady interviewing her, told her she's gonna take her to a strip club and beat her ass.
Who, Tekla said that?
Yeah.
Was this Dynamite or Collision?
This is on Dynamite.
Yeah, I saw it. I can't watch so much.
So
in between.
it was weird, right? Like we were watching it here, and she's like, "Yeah, we'll go to a strip club, and I'll get you on stage and break your fingers or some shit." Like she said some weird shit, and then she like threatened Jamie Hayter. It's like that was a weird interview, and it came out a couple days later that I don't know how true this is, but I was reading online that she showed up drunk that night, and AEW was kind of pissed off at her. And I was like, I don't know if that's a rumor, but it kind of makes sense because that promo was fucking stupid. Like that shit made no sense. So if she was drunk, that makes all the sense in the world. Or somebody could just be starting rumors, but that was what I read. I can't remember what website, quote unquote, reported it, but they said the word was backstage she showed up drunk and they were pissed off about it.
That's pretty. If that's true, that's pretty unprofessional of her.
Yeah. So if that's true, it makes my pick of Jamie Hayter winning even more reliable. Not reliable, but
He's like they'd be punishing her. The reason I'm not mad at you pick Jamie Hayter is because I think Mercedes is coming back and she needs somebody to beat. But I'm still going. I'm going with Tekla to retain. I don't know how they get there, but yeah, he's doing the money dance for everybody listening on audio. The Mercedes.
it's playing CEO in my head.
She dropped all her titles right now.
Yeah, she doesn't have any.
So yeah, she's not. I wouldn't be surprised if this is where she pops back up. You know, like they like to do their surprise return on pay-per-views. But I got Tekla. Next up, this should be fun. Due to Kyle Fletcher being injured, his meniscus is torn. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, meniscus though is a pretty faster recovery. It's not as bad as like ACL, but we wish him a speedy recovery. But title's vacant, so they're having a casino gauntlet match for the vacant AEW TNT Championship. Tommaso Ciampa and Rush are the first two to compete, and like we've praised this match before, it's pretty unique because the first to get a pin, so you could be listed, and if your interest don't come before somebody gets a pin, you're shit out of luck. But without us knowing the competitors, I'm just gonna go off on a limb and say Ciampa wins because he didn't have the title long to begin with when he first debuted. So this is a way to have that title back on him so he doesn't drift off in the back.
This would be a good time to put the title on. I'm losing his name. Jet Speed.
Oh, it's Kevin Knight.
Yeah, this would be a great time to put the belt on Kevin Knight.
Yeah, they just dropped the Trios Championships. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Kevin Knight winning. So you got Kevin Knight, and I got
put it on Kevin Knight. Have him have some good matches with like all of the Rascals and Ciampa and all these. Just have him go on a really good run of just like good fucking matches and build him back up to where it looked like they were building him up to a couple months ago.
I wouldn't be mad at that. It's a good pick. Next up, it's just a good old-fashioned grudge match, I guess. You got the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson versus the Don Callis family with an odd couple. Because they had odds, Kazuchika Okada and Konosuke Takeshita.
These motherfuckers fought all night. This shit was so funny to me. I'm Scottie Pippen, you Jordan. Or I'm Jordan, you Pippen. Takeshita said, what? Catch these hands. How about that, Jordan?
It's funny, even though they're probably not even that familiar with American basketball.
Right. They had no idea what they was fighting about. They just don't like each other. He could have said any damn thing. He could have said, what, Miller Lite cat fight girls used to fight over? Great taste. Let's feel it. He'd have swung on him about that shit.
Yeah. I like this has finally come to a boil. I wish they could drag it out to All In, but you just gotta go with it. I think they're gonna be fighting that Double or Nothing. But I got the Bucks.
Seafloor in the chat says Okada turns on Takeshi. Is it a turn when they're already fighting each other all the time?
Yeah, I don't know how much of a turn, but I get what he's saying. I think he's leaning towards Takeshita being babyface, finally full-fledged babyface. Right now, he's the New Japan TV champion. I just realized that the other day. So,
I think Takeshi and Okada win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what does that do for them? Like,
I don't fucking know. I'm just telling you what I think's gonna happen. I don't know.
I'm just trying to. So you think they're gonna keep it together and maybe drag it on a little bit longer?
I think they'll end up fighting each other throughout the match, and then they'll end up getting a pin, and then the referee will be holding their hands up, and they'll swing on each other, and they'll get to fighting again. Like, just fucking keep going. I like it.
So,
because the Young Bucks ain't going for the tag titles anytime soon.
Well, I think. Like I said, I thought it might be a triple threat at Double or Nothing. I might be wrong.
I'm not a fan of triple threat tag matches.
Yeah. AEW loves their multi-man matches. I might be wrong. But I know FTR needs a challenger next month at Double or Nothing.
Well, the Hurt Business just came back.
Yeah, that was dope. But I think that you need to make them an attraction. They don't need the belts because then it's never believable who could beat them for the belts. Keep them as an attraction. And then looking for a third member or whatnot, or I guess fourth
I'll
member.
join.
Yeah, there we go. I'm here for it. Next up, Ruckus guy, the cornerstone, Chris Jericho versus Ricochet.
Fuck it. Well, obviously Jericho's gonna win. He just got back, but I think Ricochet should win. I'm gonna pick Jericho.
I got Ricochet winning by nefarious means. Somebody from Japan helps him.
He should win.
What? Well, I think.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Maybe fucking Sammy Guevara comes out to help Jericho, but he doesn't help Jericho. He fucking turns on him. Finally. After all these years of Guevara and Jericho being together, Sammy finally fucking turns on him.
Well, I think one of us is going to be right either way because you got Edge and Christian winning. I don't. And you say you have Jericho winning? Or are you changing it? You got Jericho winning,
Jericho.
And I don't. So they're not going to have two Canadians losing. So I think one of us is going to be right either way.
Jericho's not a real Canadian. He was born in Long Island.
Yeah, but raised in Canada. I know his dad played for the. He's not American. We don't claim him.
He was born in Long Island.
He's got dual citizenship, doesn't he?
He's literally American.
Well, they list him as Canadian, so it's from when
You just made the list.
that was corny. Yeah, like why did
you know what that means, EJ? Stupid ass shit.
Why they
2013?
Why'd they bring that back? Like that and like Broken Matt, like leave those in the mid 2010s. Like it's not as good, it's not as organic when you bring stuff like that back.
They should bring back Ralphus.
That was funny. If you would have brought him back, is he alive still?
Probably not.
Back when he was antagonizing Goldberg, that was good stuff.
God. Ralphus was the man, the head of security.
But next up, your new trios champion, the Dogs, Clark Connors, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd versus the conglomeration, OC, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and TBA. What do you think this TBA is going to be?
I don't know.
For the trios champion.
The Dogs are going to win.
Yeah, he just won last night.
I'm only picking them because I've been watching Peaky Blinders lately.
I don't know what that is. I know it's a show.
TV show, yeah.
What does that have to do with the Dogs winning?
They remind me of Peaky Blinders, the way they talk. They're English.
Well,
yeah.
It's only
based in Birmingham.
That's only Gabe Kidd. Clark Connors is American. David Finlay, he was born and raised here. I don't even think he has his accent like his dad. So Gabe Kidd reminds you of Peaky Blinders.
He's the one that talks the most, though.
It's true. I got the Dogs winning too. They just won the belts yesterday. But main event in this one, your champion MJF versus the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, for the AEW World Championship.
If you would have asked me Tuesday or Wednesday morning who I thought was going to win this match, I'd have told you without a doubt MJF is going to win.
Oh,
for the first time since I've been watching Kenny Omega, he talked me into believing he was going to win a match. And I didn't even think his promo was that good. But, like, he ain't going to win. But for a second, I was like, fuck it, man. Put the belt on this motherfucker. Like, he got a suit on. He out here talking like he wants to win and wants to be there. Because, honestly, like, it's always felt like Omega's been kind of half-stepping since he's been in AEW.
Really? I like when he was the belt collector.
That was a good little run he had then. But, like, the rest of the time there, he's like, he comes out in pajamas half the time. Like, you know, it's just, it never feels like he really gets going. He'll have a really good match and then he'll disappear. And he'll come back and have a really good match on pay-per-view, and then you won't hear from him. And then he'll be involved in some bullshit, and then he'll cut some weak-ass promo that makes no sense. This is the first time I was like, okay, all right, Omega. I'm rocking with you. He ain't gonna win, but he had me.
Yeah, I'm going MJF too. The way he does it, I don't know, because I feel like Kenny for the upset. Oh, C Flu has Kenny for the upset. So I don't think that's gonna happen, but I was gonna say MJF has been a little bit different in this title run. He hasn't been as much chicken shit. He's just been beating these guys. So you just think he beats them straight up again?
I feel like this will be what, like his third win versus Omega, or his second?
I know second for sure because he beat him on the way to breaking his streak for longest reigning champion. C. Fluid says at times it comes off like Kenny misses New Japan. I mean, he can go back if he wants to. Nothing's stopping him.
He's fucking EVP. He can't just leave the company.
Why not? Cody did. I think I agree with C. Fluid. I'm not making fun of.
I guess you're right.
Like I think he might be true. Like Kenny might miss New Japan, but nobody's stopping him from going back. If you're gonna half step like Rucker saying, like go back, take your ass back to New Japan and go full fledged and get broken in half. Like you said, they'll beat your ass up.
He said Cody did.
Yeah, I mean, they got the partnership. If he wants to do more dates there, he can still do it. But like I said, like Rucker said, he's kind of been in and out, and the best stuff he did was the belt collector. That was back in 2020, 2021. So, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know what he does after this. But I think MJF is retaining.
Yeah.
But that does it for Dynasty.
Speaking of other companies and MJF, he's had this thing going on with Nick Nemeth online. With Nick Nemeth is in TNA. Apparently, TNA has been pulling their wrestlers out of these independent bookings versus AEW wrestlers, and AEW wrestlers are really fucking hot about it. Like, just shitting on TNA left and right. Like, you think this is some kind of storyline, or you think they're really upset about it?
I think they're really upset, and I don't get it either, because I can see it if it's like you're booking it on TNA shows, like. You got a partnership with WWE, but independent, like that's not televised. That's always been like a thing where you face people from other company on independent scene. So I feel like it's very petty, and this might detract people from signing. Like that's how we make a lot of our money, and these like even with AEW, like that's like a plus or a benefit from being in a company that you get to work independent days. You get to work on out the kinks, and you get to get reps on the independent scene. And you get to get paid. And then if you're a TNA wrestler, I'm signing this company, so I get to do independent shows, but y'all are restricting me on who I can work with. I don't think it's a good look. Like we said earlier, Danny Luna said, I'm out. So I don't know. This is just a weird thing to like put your foot down. You think this came from Triple H and those guys, or you think it was internally from TNA?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't done much research on it. I just a little bit of shit that I've seen online. Like I seen MJF having a fucking temper tantrum about it. I think he called in like busted open or something. I saw a clip online where he was going off. There's got to be a reason for it because TNA is usually cool about stuff like this. No. So something has had to change recently.
It's supposed to be Leon Slater and Ricochet too, and they pulled that.
Yeah, and that got pulled. So I don't know, but also like, what is the fucking AEW World Champion doing working independent dates?
Just giving back to the business. He went against.
Get the fuck out of here.
He went against Zilla Fatu. They said that was a banger for the AEW World Championship. Doing it for the love of the game or the love of the money, either or.
You said it right the second time.
See Fluid, you see it. He said so. The NXT mid card talents can win TNA's mate. Yeah, but you can't work AEW and can't work with TNA. What's y'all just coming off as like a second tier at this point? Like I thought this AMC era was gonna be like the thing that catapults them. They're supposed to overtake AEW in this AMC era, and now you just licking the boots of WWE. Like Seafood said, NXT talent, win all your belts. Yeah, I know you haven't watched it yet. I hate to spoil this for you, but Grace defended against Xia Li yesterday. So
I saw Zia Brookside cheated and turned on her.
So, like, what are we doing here, man?
Xia Brookside last night. Something about when a woman turns heel, man. Oof, it just unlocks something hot in them.
Yeah, I dug it, but I don't know, they're thinning out the baby faces. I guess she could basically fill in for where Luna was. Like the women's division and knockouts division is in an interesting place right now because you always get the Elegance brand in the waiting in the shadows and whatnot for Ash to be the women's champion again. But then I'm thinking about like who's the baby face, like your baby face right now. You got Zion,
Mickey James.
Exactly. And shout out to ODB.
Taryn Terrell, ODB.
Taryn Terrell was in good shape. I was surprised. I don't know.
She's always been in good shape.
But yeah, shout out to her. But you got Indy Hartwell and Zia Lee. I always get her Yi Lang Ling. Is that her name? I don't want to mess it up.
Lei Ying Lee.
Lei Ying Yi. You got those two, and then I don't know what Cora Jade is doing right now.
Some just not hit. You got Mara Sade.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they do have some pieces there. I feel like something that we haven't talked about is like, what do you think about this Undead Realm? You got Allie that just quietly just came back.
I don't. It's kind of like the Firefly Funhouse and the whole Wyatt shit to me. Like, I don't really put any stock in it. I don't dedicate any of my
your wrestling bandwidth.
any of my wrestling bandwidth to that shit. Like, I just honestly, only time I stop it is when Mara Sade is on there. I'll watch a little bit of it. Other than that, I just fast forward it. Like, they literally killed Allie like 10 years ago, and now she's back. Like, stabbed her.
She got like, they got the wounds on her neck still. So I guess that's a good continuity. But yeah, TNA, y'all need to tighten up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into this WrestleMania card, DJ.
WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all, going down for the second year in a row in Las Vegas. Rutgers home away from home. Yeah, they finally announced the whole lineup this past week, and I'm like, I'm glad they announced it, but I'm like, yeah, it's about to be up next weekend, so it's good that they finally announced everything. So night one, I don't have the order of them because I know they're going to kick some off on ESPN too, so I'm going to try to recall it off the top of my head. I want to say Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, this unsanctioned match, is going to be one of the matches that kicks it off on ESPN 2. So who you got?
Man, Fatu better whoop Drew's ass.
Oh yeah, he got his ass beat on SmackDown, didn't he?
He been getting his ass beat this whole feud.
Claymore to the face. I thought it was funny backstage. You saw him in what's it called? Solo Sikoa. He was like, "Remember you got your teeth kicked in last time?" Last time we were here.
Solo's funny, man.
So you got Fatu, huh?
Yeah, I got Jacob.
I hate to base it off the rumors because it was a long time that they were saying Drew's gonna go face Highlander. So I hate to do my prediction based off of that, but I think I'm with you. I'm gonna go with Fatu in this one to get his get back. I mean, based on the wrestling tropes again, he got his ass whooped on SmackDown, so got to get his get back. So both of us got Jacob Fatu. This is another ESPN 2 match. This is basically, for the casuals, for the TikTok audiences. You got the Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed with Paul Heyman versus the Souls and LA Knight. Yeah. 6-man tag team match.
My dog went from winning the Royal Rumble and making Gunther tap out at WrestleMania and the world title to being in a goddamn 6-man tag team match with I Show Speed the next year. The fall of Jey Uso must be studied.
Oh snap! And I feel like they've been rolling the Usos out weirdly. They gave him new theme music, and then they
one night.
One night they went back to Jay's this past week. So what's up with that? I don't know. I say I Show Speed and them boys win.
And then they're gonna lose at WrestleMania. No, your boy LA Knight's got to get a win.
He won at 40. Got lost last year to Fatu. He got his moment. That's all you get.
Who'd he beat at 40?
AJ Styles.
Did he really?
Yeah,
that's tragic.
That that night they were fucking up on the lights. I was there, and they had the lights flashing in our eyes the whole time. We could barely see. It was terrible. And the fans kind of hijacked it for good reason. They were like, turn the lights off, and it distracted from the match. It's bad, but he's losing 2 years in a row. He's going to be the one that takes the pin, too.
I got the Usos and LA Knight.
Well, I'm not mad at that pick. We'll see. I know they're going to do something to go viral, though. Actual Speed's going to take some crazy-ass bump. C. Fluid says, well, at least Jay is falling into MS Park. Oh, snap. We're not playing into these rumors. I mean, you keep your ear to the street more than me, Rucker. Is this rumor actually true?
This rumor's been out there for a while, man. This has been out there since last year's WrestleMania.
From what I know, I mean, I don't know. I know Jay's got kids, but I know, is he married? Is he divorced? Like, I don't know his situation.
I don't know. He didn't really put all that shit out there.
It might be true. I mean, if it is, shout out to Jay if that is true.
That's a catch. Ain't no wonder he don't care about fucking not being in the world title. Said boy fighting for his life outside the ring. Shit, he ain't got no energy left. Y'all talking about he tired from yeeting? Shit, tired from something. Tired from skeeting.
That was just a layup. We had to say it. Oh man,
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. But AEW, it's got AEW. The Women's World Championship match, like we talked about earlier. Steffi Barker, your champion, versus Liv Morgan. I have your new World Women's Champion, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I got Liv also. This is gonna be a fun match to watch.
I mean,
I will leave it at that.
Hats off to Stephanie, because it's finally starting to heat up, but she got the championship, I think, a little bit earlier than expected because of the Naomi situation. But she's low key coasted from September to now. I didn't know she was gonna have a title run this long.
Yeah, she hadn't really defended it much. She had that beef with Raquel for the longest, and Nikki Bella. So they've kind of given her a couple defenses, but they hadn't really put her out there in harm's way much. But she's got to deal with the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time now.
How she just label herself that?
I mean, why? It's wrestling. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want to.
I mean, we know Becky is the greatest, but it's not just her saying it.
I mean, it's only been what, 6 or 7 women's Royal Rumble winners, so she can say she's the greatest.
She ain't better than Becky. Didn't Becky win it?
Yeah, Becky won it, but Becky wasn't even in the Royal Rumble technically when she won.
What do you mean she would? She came out when she lost the early.
She came out when because Lana couldn't compete, and Becky came in. She wasn't even officially an entrant in the Royal Rumble.
What the kids say? A win is a win. A win is a win.
I hear you. I'm just saying. Liv Morgan's the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time.
Well, she better back it up this Saturday. So.
Does Stephanie not do the Devil's Kiss anymore? Because people are fucking hating.
Good. I'm glad she doesn't do it. And she could she's not all defined by that, because that's what I don't like, the fans just pigeonholing her and they're just doing that.
It's a fun move to be a part of when you're live.
Well, you've seen it live already. Yeah.
It's just like the people's elbow.
Well, no more Devil's Kiss.
That's stupid. I think.
I'm not mad at it.
people are such fucking babies, man. And y'all just sexualizing her because she's got an ass. So what? People don't nobody say nothing about Queen Amanada fucking grabbing people by the shoulders and making them eat her ass when she's on TV.
That's even better than the Devil's Kiss, the chocolate kiss. Shout out to Queen Amanada. But
don't nobody say nothing about Rikishi fucking putting his big stanking ass in people's face.
That's disgusting. But
we let Tori Wilson do that shit for years. But all of a sudden fucking a wrestling move that actually hurts somebody is wrong because y'all don't like Booker T commentating during it.
What if she just wanted to take it out of her arsenal? What if nobody told her to do it? She's like,
I doubt it. That fucking shit was over. She loved that shit. That's why she did it.
But hey, Shout out to Miles Bourne. I saw her and Miles Bourne making out backstage. So
You gotta say that louder.
I saw them making out backstage. I know
You
you
missed
said.
my
I know what you
joke.
said. I know what you're saying. I mean, we don't make fun of disabilities in here. So I tried to.
I know that was fucked up.
Tried to breathe that.
I've been hanging out with Ricky Starks.
Shout out Ricky Starr. Oh, AJ Lee, your Intercontinental Champion versus Becky Lynch. To be honest, Conan used to do that move back. He did? Conan used to do the Devil's Kiss? That's weird.
Charlotte used to do it too.
I didn't know Conan likes a weird move for a guy. That's funny. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not like a sexualized move. It's only sexualized because it's her doing it.
I didn't realize Charlotte did it.
Like you literally just taking somebody's head and ramming it into the fucking mat using your legs. Like,
well, maybe she'll bring it back for the big matches, so it doesn't lose its steam, doesn't water it down.
honestly, we could be reading a bunch into nothing. She really doesn't wrestle that much anymore. So maybe she's just been fighting.
Yeah, I mean, let's say last time she's wrestled, she tried to do it a couple times, but then the heels blocked her from doing it. I think it's still in her arsenal. We just, like you said, she doesn't really wrestle all that much.
Yeah.
So.
It's like the Worm.
Be,
You know, the crowd wants to see it, and the heels would always fucking try to make it not happen, and that's how you get your heat.
I don't know what's the lamest finishing move, the People's Elbow or the Worm, as far as like how much
People's Elbow was dope.
It was dope. I'm saying it was like all about theatrics. I'm saying as far as like actual physical move to like win a match.
Yeah, I mean, you could say all that, but The Rock was still 275 pounds, like dropping a fucking elbow on you.
Who? This ain't the 1960s. Who actually won by elbow drops in the 90s though?
The Rock.
Well, I think I'd go with the Worm. That was just weak as fuck with a chop.
Yeah, really.
Or, well, Charlotte has a pancake. And go without we body.
We're not gonna do that to Charlotte.
We body.
Happy birthday, by the way, to Charlotte. Charlotte just turned 40 this past week. Happy birthday to one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time.
A favorite of Rucker's over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she's aging pretty well, aging like wine. So shout out to Charlotte. That being said,
Fine wine.
AJ Lee, Becky Lynch for your IC title.
The greatest women's wrestler of all time, Becky Lynch.
Like I said, it's not just her saying it. She didn't anoint herself like Liv Morgan. Sports Illustrated said.
She did anoint herself that
Sports
people
Illustrated.
just agreed with her. Now we just need people to agree with Liv Morgan.
I got Becky Lynch winning this as well. I feel like AJ Lee is going to be one of those.
My bad. I don't know why I put that back up there.
Yeah, one of these special attractions. I don't know where she goes forward. She'll probably just go back to Chicago. Yeah, we both got
Her and her husband gonna quit.
Hey.
Go home a couple losers.
Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax / Legend, your women's tag team champions versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria versus the Bella Twins, Brie and Nikki Bella, if Nikki is healthy enough. Before we get into this, it's weird. It seems like WWE doesn't give respect to like their champion sometimes, their women's champion. Because you finally got Bayley in the WrestleMania, but after winning WrestleMania 40, the next year she wasn't on the damn card. Io Sky won the banger ass triple threat match, and right now she's not on the card. So like, what's up with that record?
Talk to Pinocchio.
Call that man Pinocchio. It is weird, but like you said, that people are rumoring that Io is going to be versus Asuka, so I might be wrong, but Bayley finally made her way back to WrestleMania card, and if I'm right,
is Bayley like one of the most disrespected, like over talents in the women's division they've ever had, as far as like how they treat her?
Yeah, she basically like an afterthought in those 4 horsewomen, and you you kind of read my mind. I was gonna say, rumor is her contract is up in the end of the year. I think she might be all elite after this year because, like you said, they disrespect her and they kind of like have their toes in the water or moving on to like the future. You got like Lyra, Tiffany, another woman who's not on the card this year, but you got her and you got some NXT talents in the shadows, maybe about to come up soon. What can she really do at this point? Because I don't see her ever I think WrestleMania 4 was her peak. 40. I said WrestleMania 4. WrestleMania 40 was like, this is your moment. You better enjoy it because I don't know if you'll be having too many more after this.
That's really her only WrestleMania moment, isn't it?
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, yeah, you might be right. So I think
I can't think of another like big time moment Bayley's been involved in at WrestleMania.
Right, and she hasn't really been. So I think this is it. I think I might be wrong. I don't know her money situation, but I could just see her going over there in Mercedes, whether they're in a tag team or whether they're going against each other, cooking in 2027. With that being said,
Ooh, I wonder when her contract is up. You think she'll be available for All In?
The rumor is, like we said, they don't have official. They're saying that her contract expires at the end of the year. So,
damn,
that would have been dope if we were over there. Who knows? Maybe she has enough respect where they could release her early.
Nah,
that would be dope.
They're not gonna do that so she can go across the street. They don't play that shit at TKO.
They let Ricochet go.
Ricochet ain't no damn Bailey.
That's true. But that
no
means
disrespect to Ricochet, but he just wasn't in. He wasn't in this. Well, I don't know, because we're just literally sitting here talking about how disrespectful they are to Bailey. So I guess it's hard to say Ricochet's not in the same standing that Bailey's in with WWE. Like, he's never been the world champion in WWE. She has, but
former IC champion, former US champion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Had him in a spot where Braun Breaker on the way out, so who knows? But with that being said, I'm gonna go with if the Bellas are healthy, I'm gonna go with them winning.
I'm gonna stick with the Irresistible Forces.
Yeah, that would be my second pick. But I think the reason they're having is multi-woman matches, so they don't have to take the pin. So if the Bellas aren't available, then I'm going with the retention by the Irresistible Forces. So you have to be on the lookout for that. A match that they threw together at the last minute, Rucker, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, in just a straight up singles match. I think you're muted.
My bad. I got I'm gonna go with this is the problem with a match like this. You got two guys that both lost last year. Well, no, Seth won last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah, main event.
You got two guys that had big matches last year that had big stories that they were trying to come into. And then a week ago, you just throw them into this with no build. And it's tough, right? Because Gunther really can't take a loss right now if you're trying to get him as the badass guy that's like retiring people and all that shit. And last time we saw him at WrestleMania, he was tapping out to Jey Uso. I try not to look into what they have planned for people and shit like that, and you try to just go with where the storyline is and where the people are, but there is no storyline with this, so it's like impossible to pick. I'm just gonna say Gunther.
What does that do for Seth, though?
What does it do for either one of them being in this match? They should just left him off the card.
Nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther as well, just because it built up his character as being the new menace of the Monday Night Raw, and you just can't have him lose again. So I'm gonna go with Gunther as well, even though it kind of came out of nowhere. I really don't care for this match. Did it last second. Really no interaction between both of them, and apparently Heyman's gonna owe Gunther a favor, which is probably gonna be Brock Lesnar.
Called it.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, what does it get? What does Brock Lesnar get from this? I don't know.
Gets his ass whooped.
Exactly. I got Gunther in this one. Your main event, your champion, your WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee in his corner. If Orton loses, McAfee will leave the professional wrestling business for good. Like we care, I guess.
I wouldn't mind that. They got me cheering for Cody now. So they did something right.
Is that your pick, Cody Rhodes?
No, Orton's winning.
Why do you think Orton's gonna win?
Ain't no way they're gonna get Orton this. It's a stupid storyline, but they're gonna get to the end result they wanted, which is Orton being a 15-time champion.
And then 2 WrestleMania losses in a row for Cody.
3 out of 4, 4 out of 5, really, if you count fucking.
Lost to Rock. He only beat. Only time he's won is against Roman.
he lost to Roman. So he's lost 4 out of 5 though. He lost to Roman, lost to Rock, beat Roman, and then lost to Cena, lost to. So he's this would have been 4 out of 5 if he loses tomorrow or next week.
Overall, though, not including his first run since he's been back, he beat Seth and he's beating Roman. That's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking Orton as well. How satisfying is it gonna be? I'm just thinking from a fan's perspective. If Orton wins, it'd be good, but they gotta like really unleash him, let him start punting people in the head, and it really.
Could you imagine?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say, and if Cody wins, I won't be satisfied at all. So you gotta have Orton win. What were you about to say though?
I'm just saying, like, imagine how good it would be if Orton just would have. If McAfee wasn't involved in this at all. Like the fans would have been fine with Orton just cheating, being vicious as hell, and beating Cody and starting a whole beef with them. But this whole McAfee thing is just like, it just fucks it all up. Like, now you don't know who to fucking cheer for. Like, I was pulling for Orton to win. But now I don't fucking want McAfee on TV anymore.
What about Jelly Roll?
What about him?
It's your boy Jelly. He got to finish his story.
This fucking guy, he got drug out the fucking... he got drug out the arena the other night. Hopefully he don't come back.
Listen to your boy Jelly.
Coming out to Toby Keith.
That's a weird walkout song. Aren't you an artist yourself?
Right, you ain't got your own fucking music?
Well, that's it for night 1, which Rucker will probably be in attendance though. No, you probably be at night 2 if you go, because the one that kicks this one off on ESPN, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Ooh,
Night 2's looking stacked.
yeah, man.
If you're talking about being in the building for something, being in the building for Oba versus Brock, what? Being in the building for Trick Williams' first fucking WrestleMania entrance? Shit. Being in the building to acknowledge a tribal chief? Being in the building for the Demon Finn Balor coming back? Jay versus Rhea? These two fucking Amazonian statuesque beauties going at it? Shit. I just might.
A fun ladder match.
There's a ladder match too?
Yeah. IC title.
With my boy Javon. Javon's gonna win that.
Oh, shit. You jumping the gun a little bit, but the Obafemi Brock Lesnar, who's your pick for that?
I got Oba. We've been talking about this for months. Oba's gonna destroy Brock.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ends like it's some no contest, but I'm not gonna cop out and do that.
Triple H would.
Yeah, he might. I'm gonna go with Brock in this one, but I think Oba's gonna look really, really good. Like he's gonna throw Brock around. Somehow Brock wins. Fans might not be happy, but yeah, I'm going with Brock in this one. A match you just talked about. You got your IC champion Pentagon Jr. versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev. I don't know what. Talk about cold. Versus the Luchador, the legend, Rey Mysterio.
If Ray's able to go, why didn't he just because he didn't want to retire. Never mind.
Yeah, you know what? You want to go against Dom on his way out.
Yeah, I got Javon. Like, it's simple. Make a star tonight. You can make 3 stars on this show. Javon, Trick, and Oba all on one night.
Like, I don't want to go off on a limb or on a tangent, but like, what happened with Rusev and even like Aleister Black? Like, they were crying on the other company about not getting used and not wanting to do jobs, and then they come over here and just like afterthoughts, like, ugh, nasty work. But I got Penta retaining and keep the IC championship for a little bit longer. I think Javon's gonna have a good showing. I think he's gonna do some crazy ass shit off the ladder. But
Pentagon.
I got Penta retaining. Settle medal. It's gonna be a fun match. A good way to lead into the pay-per-view.
That might start off just because it's on ESPN.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2 matches on ESPN, Oba, and then this match as well. So I don't know what order, but it'll be fun. People, ESPN are just random restaurants on Sunday, random bars. You out eating Sunday church, eating after Sunday church, and on the screen in the restaurant is Wrestlemania. So it's a good way to get eyes on it. Jade Cargill, your champion, versus Rhea Ripley. And like we said, this has been a weird build-up to this match. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to go with Jade to retain.
Think the baddies help her? Io turns on her?
I just think she wins. I don't know how it happens. I'd put much stock into how it happens. I just think she wins. I don't see Rhea staying on SmackDown. She'll go back to Raw after, and I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go with Jade as well, just because I don't think they do 2 women's championship changes as far as like world titles. I think Rhea probably win at Backlash. 50-50 booking. My favorite. So both of us got Jade. I bet you was talking about it's going to be a grandioso type of entrance. You got Sami Zayn, your champion, versus Trick Williams.
Sammy's the away team on this one, buddy. I'm sorry.
So
let me ask you something.
What's that?
I'm a big Trick Williams fan.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you're a Trick Williams fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is Trick Williams all sizzle and no substance? When it comes to, as the kids say, the aura and the entrance and the outfits and the catchphrases and all that. But does he hold his own when the bell rings? Like, does that keep up with it? Because at the end of the day, you still got to wrestle. Like, yeah, this is the entertainment company, but it's WrestleMania. It's not Entertainment Mania.
I mean, you took the words out of my mouth. This is the entertainment company. It is wrestling, but it's World Wrestling Entertainment. He's not like a James Ellsworth in the ring. He's serviceable.
Where the fuck you get that name from?
I was just trying to not disrespect any of like the.
Oh, anybody that's worthy of respect.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, not James. He's serviceable. I get what you're saying. It is a lot of sizzle. You said the entrances. It was like a 1970 blaxploitation character with the coats and whatnot, and he could talk you into the building. But he's not no slouch in the ring. He could go, but he's no Booker T. Like people like to compare him with Booker T. Booker T was a workhorse with the television championship.
Yeah,
but I think
Booker T could go.
Trick has actually gotten better. C. Fluid said yes, he does. Remember Santana versus Trick? Yeah, that was a good match too. It was that Bound for Glory. Yeah, Trick could go. I mean, he's no like mat technician, but he's serviceable in the ring, and he's gotten better and better as the years have gone. Because he was like, I want to say because I heard he did like before he signed with WWE, he did some. He was like signed to independent companies out in Philadelphia, so he put the work in. Like I said, he's been getting better and better. So yeah.
I'm just worried that is this going to turn into a Jey Uso type thing where everybody's behind him. And then when he finally wins and gets 2 over, everybody's going to start picking apart every little fucking thing that he does. Because, you know, for a while, Jey Uso was putting on really good matches with everybody. Then all of a sudden, everybody's like, he really can't wrestle. He ain't that good. Jimmy's better on the mic than him. Like, Jimmy should have got the push.
I mean, Jimmy is better. I've been saying that.
As if
when I first got
like we're not forgetting that Jimmy had a fucking singles run by himself that was absolute dog shit.
When was that? When he turned on Jay?
I was just watching the other day. He's like in the ring with John Cena by himself, like as a heel after he had a whole run by himself. He was wrestling singles matches for like 3 or 4 months going into WrestleMania.
Wow. Jimmy is better on the mic than Jay. I mean, I feel like Jay's a better tag team wrestler. And he's not bad as a singles wrestler, but I just feel like his moves flow better in the tag team. But they might flip on Trick. I can't guarantee that they won't.
Yeah. That's just I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I really can't. Seaflu in the chat says Santana versus Trick, which was really good. Like, and this is the same thing with Jay, right? Like, I could point out like a bunch of really good Jey Uso one-on-one matches, but people don't want to hear that shit. They don't remember the good shit. They remember the stuff that they're gonna want to remember and bring up, which they're not gonna like. So I'm just waiting to see if are people gonna turn on Trick the way they do. Because honestly, I don't think Trick's in-ring goes with his like persona. It's not flashy. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like, to me, he should wrestle more like The Rock.
I mean, how does he wrestle right now?
It's just not as flashy as what The Rock is. Like The Rock had a certain movement to him compared to everybody. Even Booker T. Booker T would move like differently than everybody else. And Trick just isn't as fluidly electric as they were. But his personality is fucking electric.
Maybe he'll get there. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't hurt that he has a good dance partner this next weekend and whatnot, because Sammy gets down the ring, so
yeah,
they're gonna put on a good match. So
to me, I'm hoping his in-ring catches up with his personality before people start like hating on him. Because right now, you know, he can do no wrong. Like, they love his catchphrases, they love the outfits, they love everything about him. But eventually, you know how wrestling fans are. We're fickle.
Well, we kind of see it happen when he was still in NXT, and like we said, when he goes face, they should just tweak it a little bit. Don't have him be like the white meat baby face, because that's when the fans kind of were cold on him in NXT until he turned heel. So there's a chance that even with the heel gimmick, maybe it gets a little bit redundant to whoop that Trick, and we'll see. It's on him to just keep it fresh. So
yeah,
it's gonna be on him, and creative a little bit too. But you know, when you start to see a little bit of dip, that's when you kind of tweak it and reinvent yourself a little bit. So I'm curious to see how his journey goes. With that being said, I don't know if I got your official pick for this.
I got Trick.
Yeah, this is why I didn't pick Javon, because I think this is where we see a new champion as far as the mid-card title. I got Trick as well. But next up, like you said, they spoiled it ahead of time. You got the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, singles grudge match.
Obviously, Finn Balor's going to win this one.
I mean, the Demon doesn't lose much, but didn't Roman beat the Demon?
Yeah, and Edge beat him at WrestleMania.
Isn't that where like it had that weird turnbuckle collapse and they didn't explain it with Roman?
Yeah, and then when Edge beat him, he was supposed to beat Edge, but he like busted his head open, I think, and had to get like staples in the middle of the match.
Yeah, it was not.
Which is crazy, right? Like they literally stopped the fucking Hell in a Cell match, and he got staples put in his head, and then finished the match.
Yeah, I remember that was weird. That was at 20. That was the one that you were at, though, wasn't it?
No, that was 40, wasn't it?
No, I was at 40. Edge was already out of the company by then. He was in AEW.
Was it 39?
It had to have been 39 or 38. Okay, it had to be 39. It had to have been 39. It had to have been 39 because 38 is the day where the Judgment Day formed. 38 is when Damian Priest came out when he faced, I think it was Styles, Edge versus Styles.
Okay.
So it was 30.
So 39 was in LA.
Yeah, so that's where it happened. Because then Edge was out of the company shortly after that when he went to AEW. Okay, so he wasn't there. It was 39. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Finn in this one. He got to get his get back for being ousted of the Judgment Day. Who knows how much longer that's gonna go? But this is where the people came for your singles match for your World Heavyweight Championship: CM Punk versus the Tribal Chief, OTC, Roman Reigns.
Roman.
I was going back and forth with myself in this one. I'm like, I don't know how frequent Roman's gonna be here. It worked when he was the head of the chief. He was a special attraction, but if he doesn't really have a crew, he's just gone with the belt. Like, what does that really do if he doesn't have like the crew to fill in for him for week to week? So it's gonna be curious. I'm gonna be curious how they play this out because I think I'm gonna pick Roman too. But how they gonna make this title run interesting unless they reform somehow? I don't know.
That's not my job. I just think Roman needs to win.
But I know it's not your job, but if Roman does win and they roll with it and this title run is dog shit, it's just gonna come all back on Triple H again.
It's better than a CM Punk title run.
I don't know. I've been enjoying this Punk run.
What's to enjoy about it? He didn't even fucking do anything.
Talk shit on the mic.
Talk a bunch of hypocritical bullshit.
Yeah. So, well, that's it. We recapped the weekend of wrestling. We got Dynasty tonight, WrestleMania next weekend. Rucker will be there in Vegas.
WrestleMania T-shirt week starts this week.
Is there? You decide on a watch party yet?
Yeah, I'm going to Stadium Swim on Saturday. Myself, Robin White, and our boy Scott Gotta, the trivia winner. He won Trivomania from Talkamania a couple times. And then he actually won WWE The Bumps trivia game where he got like an autographed belt from Shawn Michaels. And he's supposed to be on some show with Gronk and Tom Brady and all them for trivia. So it's going to be, that'll be a fun time. We got like a little cabana we rented. Going to have a tab that we ran up. We were going to run up. So that'll be fun on Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do Sunday just yet. You know, like I said, ticket prices keep going down and your boy gets hot on that roulette table. I might end up in the building. Like Oprah used to say. Or I just might end up at Stadium Swim again.
Stay tuned to be
continued.
Or
I might go watch it with Trish Stratus and Mickey James at fucking Flanker Bar at Mandalay Bay. There's all kind of watch parties around Vegas with like wrestlers now. It sucked that WWE tried to put the kibosh on it because people couldn't plan stuff out. So now everything's coming out at once when people have already made plans to do other shit. So it's like, fuck, I already got tickets to this thing and something cooler's fucking just got announced. But we'll make it do what it do. I think this is going to be a good trip.
Yeah, so stay tuned to social media, see Rucker's updates while he's out there.
Yeah, I'll be all over the gram. I have my meta glasses with me, so we'll be. I land Thursday night, huh?
I said, see all types of debauchery from a first-person point of view.
I don't know about debauchery. I land Thursday night, and I literally get picked up at the airport by my boy Brent, and we go from the airport to the Luxor to go front row at Ladies' Night Out wrestling event that starts at 10 p.m. And supposedly Nikki Blackheart's supposed to be there wrestling, but you know, she got signed by WWE. It just hadn't been announced yet. They already pulled her from WrestleCon, so she may get pulled from that. But supposed to be a lot of good women wrestling on that card. So we got front row tickets to that. Then I'll go to my hotel, wake up the next morning, do WrestleCon with Jeff from Fully Posable. Be at WrestleCon all day, and then Friday night I'm doing some kind of trivia at the House of Blues Friday night, and then Saturday's WrestleMania, Sunday, I don't quite know what my plan is yet. And then Monday, I'm just there by myself. Everybody's going back home, and I'm just fucking there. I have a room at Mandalay Bay, though, and I don't know if you ever stayed there, EJ. They got those big-ass fucking bathtubs. I'm going to go by CVS like an old man, get me a bag of Epsom salt. I'm going to take a big-ass bath on Monday because I don't have a big bathtub at my house, so I'm looking forward to that.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I never stayed at Mandalay Bay before. Damn, done this MGM. As far as like, are you going? He will not be going to the damn Bunny Ranch.
Contrary to popular belief, the Bunny Ranch is not in Las Vegas. It's like 100 miles outside of Las Vegas.
Isn't that close to Reno? I want to say.
Yeah, it's far from Vegas. It's way cheaper to just fucking order somebody to come to your room.
Or he could take a trip to the Green Door.
Yeah, it's been there before. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, memories. But yeah, Vegas should be a good time, man. Like I said, I got WrestleCon. I'm going to WrestleCon Friday and Saturday. I think I got tickets for. Because they do a lot of wrestling there too, and then there's a lot of wrestlers I want to see, a lot of people I want to hang out with. I don't know what all shows yet. Like, I'd have to look through my phone to find out, but it's gonna be a busy weekend. It's gonna be fun, good food. I'm gonna try not to drink as much. I hadn't been really drinking as much as I shouldn't say usually do, but I hadn't been drinking as much lately, so I'm gonna try not to drink too much in Vegas this time. Yeah.
Before we get on out of here, we've been kind of neglecting NXT the past couple of weeks. I mean, well, we could do quick hits real quick on what were your thoughts on Stand and Deliver last weekend?
Lola with the championship win. Finally, the reign of terror is over.
Jeez. I was in the building. The crowd was real happy about that when Lola won. So shout out to Lola Vice. And then Tony D, your new NXT. You never been really high on Tony D.
Still not. I don't understand this decision at all.
Who do you want? Ricky Starks again?
This dude been in NXT for so fucking long. You ever seen the dude that been in high school for like 7 years? It's like, damn, dog, graduate already. Like, get out of here. That's Tony D, and he finally wins the title. Like, yeah, you won. Everybody else left.
But you don't give credence to he's your first Grand Slam champion in NXT history.
He's been there for 7 years.
Hey, man. Accomplishment is accomplishment. So I guess you would have just wanted Ricky Saints to win, I guess.
I'd rather fucking Joe Hendry just kept it.
Oh, really? Really? That's how much really you are down on Tony D'Angelo if you wanted Joe Hendry to retain?
Any of the other three combatants in that match would have been a better decision than Tony D'Angelo.
I mean, even though they haven't been there as long as them, they're kind of long in the tooth. All three of those guys kind of really need to go up. So I'm not bad at Tony D winning it. And fans were really into it. I didn't know there were Tony D fans like that as far as being in the building. So Flu said, I believe Joe Hendry dropped the title because he probably would. That's my age.
You talk about somebody that's all sizzle and no substance. Joe Hendry. Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of weird. His whole being, and because like the novelty is kind of worn off on it. So I don't know how to. Sometimes fans react better on the main roster as far as NXT, because I feel like his NXT is kind of fanfare has kind of been dying down a little bit. Because look at Danhausen, fans love him. So who knows? But yeah, they got this weekend, or not this Tuesday, I want to say they got NXT Revenge. And you know how I feel about 50-50 booking. There's a lot of rematches in it. You think JC will take the title right back from Lola?
Oh my God. You know how mad I would be.
That could happen.
Nah. That ain't gonna happen. Jason James added a title picture. We're done with that experiment. That's over. It's time to move on for her.
So Ruka and Zarya running it back. I think Zarya gets that win back?
Probably. Is there any kind of stipulation in their match, or is it just a...
Right now, it is a stipulation. Last woman standing.
Okay, yeah, Zarya's definitely going to take her out.
I think Soul might be on her way to the main roster, which I'm not mad at. But yeah, shout out to NXT. But that's all I got.
That is all I got as well. Like I said, if you're listening to this, look for us to post a newer episode later on in the week, probably on Friday, with an interview that we're doing. WrestleMania t-shirt week every day this week, a different day of the week. Post a picture of you in a shirt or of your favorite wrestling shirt and just use the hashtag WrestleMania t-shirt week, all one word, and tag us, Boot to the Face. We'll repost it, and just trying to get some positive vibes out there during WrestleMania week. If you don't got anything else, EJ, we'll get up out of here.
That's all I got. Shout out to everybody in the chat, C Fluid, and everybody else who tuned in live, and everybody listening in the future.
That's it for EJ Reed. I'm Chris Rucker. This has been Boot to the Face. Until next time, peace. It's not letting me do my outro. Cool. That's awesome. All right, I'll just end it myself then. Bye.